are not total homers. Print the rosters. Oh, yeah, we cannot print rosters. We are live. We are live.
All right, everyone. Thank you to everyone for tuning in onto this beautiful Tuesday night. We have, so far, potentially one of the games of the year. We have Frisch versus SAR. Now, question for my fellow announcer.
Yeah.
You know, Frisch is coming in strong.
They
with
are
the record
3-1. They're
3-1.
It's really impressive, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a competitive league.
Very competitive, and I just want to know, if you're at SAR, what's your mindset going into this game?
Honestly, I'd be scared. Frisch is they've got something that most schools don't, and I think SAR, while they are a very talented team and they've got some good stuff going on at this school, Frisch is intimidating. That's all I have to say.
A lot of strong talent on this team.
On both sides of the court. Honestly, this could be one of the most talented games in Yeshiva League history, if I'm being honest.
I think that there's definitely a chance, and I know that, Frisch has been just really, putting just a very, very strong amount of effort into their practices, into their pregame warm-ups, and I just know they want this W more than anyone.
I agree with that. I really do. And I think I'm ready to see that from them. I think I'm ready.
Hey guys,
You know-
bring garbage. Talk about the team.
So who are the captains for Frisch tonight? I believe it's number 18, Eliana Elkin.
Yes,
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, we have Eliana Elkin as one of the captains, and I believe we have Mayan Gellis as
Dallas, number 2.
yeah, both very, very good talent and definitely major contributors to this team. And we'll only get to see how much more valuable they are to the team tonight. It's gonna be a great game, ladies. And yeah, I mean, I just know, ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn ready, sit back and relax. You guys are in for a treat tonight.
A real one.
That's all I gotta say,
And honestly, I know I said it before, but there's talent on both sides of the court right now. This is a really intense game, and I'm ready to see it.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at, every single player, I just see, the fire burning inside them. I know both teams just want this W more than anything.
And I heard a little rumor that Frisch is taking off to go to Atlanta for the tournament this Thursday.
Is that true?
I think it's true.
Oh, much hatzlacha to them. I know they made a very good run last year, and hopefully they'll do the same, and maybe even bring the banner home this year.
I think that's not only what we want for them, but what we expect from them. And I think that they're able to pull it off. They have the talent, they have the drive, and it all just comes down to what happens on the court.
Yeah, and just want to give a little thank you to the refs tonight. They're coming out to really just make this game possible, and I want to give a big shout out to them. I don't think we give the refs enough credit for
or
how much they
recognition,
do.
honestly.
Yeah.
Really, the time to take out of the day to do this for us, it's impressive.
Oh yeah, and as we get closer and closer to tip off, I just want to say just Frisch, I can see how locked in they are. It doesn't look like your average Sunday volleyball pickup game. They really look ready. And just looking at this inspirational team huddle, they want that win.
They want it.
They really do.
They really do.
If we're being realistic, I just know they're going to do everything that they can get to get us W. What more do you want than, to go on to
passion, it takes drive, it takes talent, and I think that Frisch really is the full package tonight.
Yeah, I mean, even more so, just on this beautiful Erev Wednesday, I think all they want, is to just go into Wednesday, feeling good about, their competitiveness and their fire.
Right, and being the Atlanta tournament coming up at AJA, they're leaving this Thursday. Like, I think they're ready to get all their energy out the last game before, and I think they're ready to show the tournament and everyone who's gonna be there like what they're all about.
I mean, listen. I couldn't have said it better myself, man. You know, like you take a look at these like SAR team huddles. You know, you take a look at some of these like hockey tournament team huddles, but it doesn't compare to I guess the kind of octus that the volleyball team has. And like what more could I ask for than to just see Frisch, not just like as a team, but like as a family.
Right.
It's
they really
beautiful
are.
to see,
They really are.
You wouldn't want anything else from.
And it really comes down to one of those that core 4+1 where Frisch just has that community of kindness, right? And the meaningful relationships that they bring to this game are formed throughout these tough battles against teams like SAR, which have the talent.
Agreed. And let's just like acknowledge, one of the building blocks for just this first school, is just the man, the myth, the legend, Rabbi Steiner. All right, so I know that he, for one thing, he takes every single free sport very seriously. You love to see the faculty just so involved. And I just heard the sirens, guys. Looks like we are ready for game time.
I'd say, like Jay-Z, what? Like my coach said before, like get your popcorn. Like here comes the show, and I think they're gonna give us one tonight.
Yeah. So one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back and relax.
Shout Cindy out on camera.
And obviously, I just want to give a warm shout out to our major contributor to tonight's game, Sydney, the legend, the Cannon Schwartz.
She's on the camera tonight, and the angles that she's able to capture with that thing, unlike anybody else.
When I take
and really a shout out to the fans that showed up to this game. We have Jonah Herman, Avi Schneck, and Sam Taylor. The passion that they're ready to bring to this game, it could be unmatched.
Yeah, and it's beautiful to see. When I think of, like volleyball and family, what do I always tell you? What are the two things that I associate with volleyball and family?
I'm pretty sure we had this conversation just last week, maybe even last night. Probably both, honestly. We talk about this all the time.
We talked about it this morning during breakfast.
Yeah, honestly, it's daily conversation for us. Yeah, what did you say?
What?
Relating family and volleyball, like.
Yeah, there's not one better word to just associate that.
Hi, this is Tracy Wolfson with CBS Sports, and you're watching the Cougar Nation Network. Hi, this is Tracy Wolfson with CBS Sports, and you're watching the Cougar Nation Network. Hi, this is Tracy Wolfson.
A little fun fact about volleyball. Most people don't know this, but Wilt Chamberlain, as he was one of the greatest NBA players of all time, they say he was better at volleyball than he was at basketball.
I'm pretty sure that is a true stat.
For those at home, I highly recommend you look that up. It's fascinating. Wilt Chamberlain, for those who don't know, was one of the NBA's greatest centers of all time. He played back in the Plummer era, and he has the famous high-scoring game ever with 100 points. 100 points.
Whopping points.
Although there is no photographic evidence or video evidence of this game, even though there were cameras.
There were. A lot of cameras.
He supposedly has the only 100-point game ever, and they say he was even better at volleyball. So I'm really excited to see how these Frisch athletes are able to emulate their game after him tonight.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Wilt Chamberlain, he didn't just play didn't he play volleyball for Frisch?
He might have, honestly, because I think Frisch, and if he doesn't, they definitely take their game after him.
Oh, yes.
Because he was something else. And I think, honestly, Frisch is better than he ever was at basketball.
Yeah, it's just like, it's so nice to see that, like, you can incorporate, volleyball and basketball, and they just, complement their game after each other. Like, what more do you want to see?
Guys, here at Frisch, we are so privileged to have incredible opportunities for student passion. As many of you know, Tracy Wolfson is key to her season. She is a sideline reporter for CBS. She does the AFC games in NFL. So we're going to have her welcome you to live.
With CBS Sports, and you're watching the Cougar Nation Network. Hi, this is Tracy Wolfson with CBS Sports, and you're watching the Cougar Nation Network. Hi, this is Tracy Wolfson.
They should be able to hear. Hello. Yeah, I can hear.
All right, we're a couple minutes till game time, ladies and gentlemen.
And Jeezy, I have some fond memories of playing volleyball myself. I wasn't so good when I was younger, but I definitely played Newcomb at Moshava, IO.
I remember, I was a proud member of the Camp Regish community, and, in the Camp Regish Hall of Fame, don't you have a banner up there?
Not only do I have a banner, I have a plaque and a trophy.
Now, if I'm remembering correctly, all right, let me take you back to Camp Regish League Championship, all right, game point. I remember watching that game, right? I saw you at the front. What was going through your mind, as I'm sure you'll walk everyone through your big play? What was going through your mind?
I was ready to step up to the plate. It was game 11, right? The match was 10-10. First to 11 wins. We were two out of 5. It was best out of 3 series, best out of 5 series.
Best out of 4 series?
Best out of 5 series.
Whoa!
And the record was 2-2. The next game wins. So whoever wins this point.
Hey, Akiva. I'm Mia Kaplan over here. I'm going to hop on the stream in a few minutes after the game starts. But can you guys introduce yourselves to the audience?
Yeah, honestly, I'll go first. My name is Akiva Wald. I live in Riverdale, New York, and volleyball's been a part of my life really since I can remember. And I'm really hoping I get to see what I love so much about this game emulated by both sides of the court this night, right? Because Frisch has talent, Frisch has drive, SAR has the same, and I'm ready to see how they can emulate my love of volleyball and just channel it into this game tonight.
Folks, just in case you don't know me, I am Jay-Z Mershon, proud alumni of the Yavna Academy community, and I'm also, a proud counselor and proud former waiter of Moshava, and just volleyball just been like a pivotal, part of my life, and what more, what I want, tonight, like. It's not even the fact that I get to watch volleyball. It's the fact that I could contribute to my school by announcing this game. And it's not just an ordinary game. If I'm not mistaken, for anyone who just started coming into the live stream, it is what critics are saying the game of the year.
I heard that loud and clear. And honestly, as a proud SAR alumni myself, I went to SAR Academy and I decided to go to Yeshiva Frisch, but really, the drive that I've seen during my time there, I really believe will be able to be shown by their side of the court tonight.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, we have a Yachad outreaching coming up, so I just want everyone to know to get familiar with the Yachad community. Because we have Frisch has some big stuff planned for this year. I don't want anyone on this live stream to miss it.
Yeah.
Set up over the main mic.
And also fun fact for everyone who's tuning in. This is my first ever Frisch game that I've attended. So
it's mine
it's
too.
Not just
my brother actually, Gavi Wald. Shout out to him. He is currently in the Kiryat right now, serving for our homeland, and he himself was on the boys volleyball team during his senior year at Frisch, and they killed it. And I went to one of their games.
Wait, and if I'm not mistaken, wasn't his nickname on the boys volleyball team Gavi the Volleyball Slayer?
Yeah, it was. I don't know why, but it definitely was.
Yeah, I mean, just a little story about Gavi Wald just before the game starts. So, I'll tell you, it was, just a Frisch regular season game. I believe it was Frisch versus, was it Kushner or was it?
Could be.
Yeah,
it was SAR actually.
Oh, it was SAR. And Gavi Wald being an SAR alumni, he was only a freshman, but the coach had seen how much work he was putting into his into his game. And he was like, you know what? It's a regular season game. You know, I'll give him a shot. Okay.
Right.
Now, Akiva, if I'm not mistaken, not only did he lead Frisch to the victory, to tell the viewers in the audience, you know, what else this man did on that historical night.
He put not only did he lead him to the victory, he scored half the points for his team, and the other half he set for.
Okay, I'm gonna talk.
Right?
Check.
And he put his blood, sweat, and tears into that game, and he came out with the victory against SAR, and we're really hoping to see Frisch do the same tonight.
I just want to give a shout out to two of my best buds, Alon Stein and Jacob Abrahams. They're just two critical parts of, you know, just like the
Frisch community.
Yeah, but even more so the Frisch volleyball culture.
Right. They're real contributors to the game, and honestly, like the team, like the amount that they've given to this team is unmatched. And I just want to give another shout out for those who weren't here before to Sam Terr, Jonah Herman, and Avi Schneck. They're out here supporting our Frisch Cougars tonight. And although SAR brought a fan bus, I really think that they more than matched their fan power.
Yeah, and we don't even need a fan bus when we got the tank himself, Avi Schneck. Like,
right.
What more do you want? Like,
really, that's all you can ask for. If anything more is greedy.
Yeah, I mean, and let me just say, you know, the fan section is looking as hype as ever tonight.
It's popping, that's for sure.
Really popping, you know. Oh yeah, and we just came from a beautiful Steigen sesh at Night Seder.
Me and Jay-Z were actually just learning by his light, by Rivaro himself. Right, and it was truly inspiring, and I think that's a great way to lead into this volleyball game. What?
What's the light you're led by?
Oh my goodness,
God's
I'm
light.
loving
God's
it.
light, and I really see that the passion of God's light that Rivaro was talking about in these Frisch athletes tonight. They're ready to bring the fire, and they're ready to serve God through beating SAR right now.
Wait, can you tell everyone in the audience that one pasuk in the Torah that some people say relates to volleyball?
No.
I'm loving this ruach from Frisch tonight. Really just awesome stuff. I mean, you know, like,
The passion is real, and I think the talent on both sides of the courts is really gonna.
Let me just say, oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, Frisch. Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear. That's my school. Oh yeah.
Let's see it.
Oh yeah, come on, guys.
All right, the game's about to start.
Sit back and relax. You know, get your
popcorn, get whatever you need.
You know,
this is
get
gonna
your
be
cookies,
a real
brownies,
nail-biter.
cake, and chocolate milk. You know, get ready. Just like have the time of your life. Also, yeah, get all the pizza bagels. It's for snacking tonight. Oh man, I'm loving this sportsmanship right before the game. You gotta love this. You know, just Frisch and SAR just dabbing it up before the game. You know, it just shows that, like, even though, you know, we're competing against each other, like,
Right.
you know, we're just here to have fun.
Right. Volleyball and sports in general are about having fun, and like winning is a part of it, sure, but like really is at the end of the day, as long as you're having a good time, like that's a W in itself.
I know, agreed. And just want to say, you know, it's just, you know, great, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh yeah, I'm loving this Frisch chanting going on. You know, it's just very good atmosphere. You know, for those who have not been to a Frisch sports game yet, you should make that happen. Definitely.
And Jay-Z, I have a question for you. How do you think that the crowd is going to impact the game tonight? Because I really feel like they've got something going, and like the crowd can feel them tonight.
So, yeah, I mean, like, I'll tell you this, you know, I was once at Game 7 of the NBA Finals, but I wasn't really into, you know, the crowd. Like, it wasn't hype enough for me.
Abby Walt has entered the building.
Abby Walt,
Sister
my beloved
of our
sister.
famed announcer, Akiva.
And proud member of the JV volleyball
She
team.
is holding my dinner right now.
She is
that's a true
literally
eminent chef.
holding Akiva's food tonight. You know, people might be wondering, you know, how is Akiva Walt going to announce this game? We just want to give a shout out to Abby Walt for bringing him the food. And, you know, for anyone who's just started tuning in, once again, critics are saying that this is possibly the game of the year.
It is the game of the year, not possibly.
Oh my
it
goodness.
is. The talent on both sides of the court
I'm literally-
tonight really can't be matched by another
The game hasn't even started. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Edge of our seat.
Edge of our seats. Oh my goodness. It's just like,
And I don't know if anyone's just tuning in now, but these.
Oh, nice. Okay. And obviously, a quick shout out to, oh yeah, it is game time, everyone. It's about to be tip off. Oh my gosh, I'm just, the vibes are so high right now.
Guys, I'm good enough.
All right, and along with us, we have the one, the only Mia Kaplan announcing with us.
Hi guys, this was a chavaya to get to this.
Very much of a chavaya. Big chavaya.
And can I just say something?
Wait, Akiva, can you say something?
Can I say something?
I think you have
course
to say
you can
something.
say
Okay, I will say something. These girls are going to Atlanta this Thursday, and they're ready to bring the passion that they're about to show us tonight to Atlanta to show AJA what's up. And I really think that whatever we see from them, they're going to be able to emulate in that tournament, and they're really going to be able to bring the passion.
And just let me say, just like, I feel like, volleyball has just been like a quintessential part of like life. It's like, for example, like I see like Ed and JC over there, like, locked in for the game. Like,
Kelly
what more do you
Haber,
want to see from
our
that?
announcer
Like,
for
literally
the
nothing
next
else. This
game.
is just great.
And we got some captains for Frisch tonight. We got Mayan Gellis, number 2, and Eliana Elkin, number 18. And I really think that their passion is going to inspire the Frisch team tonight, just like the crowd.
All
I
right.
just want to say, this game is very important for these girls. And
Preach.
oh my gosh, I
Preach.
sound incoherent, just like I did on
You're
my
the most coherent.
interview today. But anyways,
Yeah, I think you did great on that SEM interview, and
Thanks,
they'd be
Akiva.
lucky to have you, honestly.
your yeshivas
All right.
would be lucky to have you too.
Oh, man.
SAR is a big game.
And
So
we
the
are
game is
out
on.
and under away.
Oh, and that's
Frisch got a point in the first 10 seconds of the game. And yeah, just like that, Frisch is already winning.
All right, Frisch with the serve. Bump by number 10.
Bump by number 20, all the way to Eliana Cohen.
And that's the
Whistle
point for
is
Frisch.
called.
It's 2-0.
Very good whistle is called among us. Whistle is called. And I guess.
Really, and,
you know,
the passion
what more do
among
you want?
us and the crowd tonight is just something different.
Yeah,
something
just
different.
like these people among us are just like
Again by Frisch.
great. Oh, another bump. Bump by number 24. Frisch not turning
It's set by
down.
Mayan, and
Oh, what a hit by Eliana Cohen. Oh my goodness.
it's
This is
spiked.
more-
Eliana with the save.
this is crazy.
Mayan with the set.
Okay. Good hit by Rashi Koren. Number 28. He's back in for SAR. Well, Eliana Cohen just wants to feast tonight. She is absolutely cooking. You love to see it. Oh,
and
yeah.
that's a beautiful
Oh,
save by
clutch.
number 18. Wow.
Oh.
The scoreboard will be up soon, but as of now,
What a play
JZ
by
or
our-
Akiva, can you update us on the score?
I believe it is 2-1, but I just want to talk about how beautiful a play that was by our captain, Eliana Elkin, tonight. That was something special, and I think that she's inspiring her team right now as the captain of this game.
And not just inspiring the team. I don't know why. I just feel like she's inspiring the whole Frisch community as a whole.
it's currently 2-2, tied up in the Frisch gym. And really, this is a place where memories have been made, memories have been shared between me and my friends, and it's really inspiring that this is just another one that we get to experience tonight. It's such a nail-biter of a game.
SCR with the serve. Ooh! Mayan Gellis clutch!
Switch over
Oh,
by
Mayan
Mayan.
Gellis is not done! Give it to Eliana Cohen. Back to Mayan
It's
Gellis.
set. Eliana Cohen with the spike.
Oh! Just saved by SAR. What a clutch. Oh.
That was a nice try by Eliana.
Very
Elkin.
good.
And that passion, even if she doesn't make it over, the effort is appreciated.
I was
And
literally
I love
about,
to see it.
honestly, I think you just took the words I was going to say and you just told them. So,
That's why we're friends, Zuzi. That's why we're friends.
It's just, we are friends.
Saved by Mayan. Oh, and it's out.
All right. Very close. You know
It's
what, though?
currently 2-4. SAR is up.
If there's one
But
thing I learned,
believe Frisch can bounce back. And this
If
is the first of
even more
3
so, if
games.
there's one thing I learned from your brother, Gavi Wald, is that you can't give up, no matter what the volleyball score is. SCR with the serve.
Ignore SAR's 5. They only have 4.
Yes. Thank you, Mia, so much for that clarification.
Shout out Jordan Hollins, who's here helping the stream, and Sydney Schwartz.
Yes. Sydney Schwartz, one of our most, important
Zionistic.
contributors. Yeah, very Zionistic. Sydney Schwartz just loves
כאילו
Israel.
ישראלי. 26.
26. And to the 26 viewers on right now, we really appreciate you out here supporting
Every
us.
single one of you, not just collectively. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh, and Frisch only has 2.
Step on my
So
arm.
it's 2 to 5
Eliana Cohen
rather
with the
than
spike.
3 to
Oh,
6.
it's blocked. You know, number 28 on SAR tonight.
Now SAR has 6. Frisch
She's
still
got
has
some to
2.
Yeah.
See the fire,
That's
really.
my bad.
Yeah, wait. Great. All right. I see Frisch is really getting into it. As SAR is about to serve. Oh, here we are. The serve by SAR. Nice hit by number 14 for Frisch. To Emma Kinches to Mayan Gellis. Hit back by number 11 for SAR to number 28.
And that's a point for Frisch, and they're back. They're coming back from that 2-6 deficit to make it 3-6. And I think Mayan Gellis with this serve is about to show us something that we don't see often.
The scoreboard
Yeah,
is now accurate.
You can tell, you can
And that's a
say.
save by Elena Cohen. Ophira Ginsburg with the tip, and that was beautiful. She really scored that for us. And I think that the passion that we're seeing from her also is unmatched. This Frisch team has a drive, and they're not letting anything stop them tonight. It's 4-6.
I'm sorry, I keep adding points to SAR, not Frisch. LOL.
It's okay,
Guys,
The score is
My
4-6
strong suit is
SAR.
announcing.
Oh,
I'm being
yeah!
humble this
Frisch.
What a
game.
point by Frisch. Yes, sir.
And honestly, Frisch is coming back, and they know what's up. They're just getting hot right now.
I know, what more do you want to see? Honestly, game of the year, like I said, for the people tuning in, critics have been saying for centuries, they've been awaiting this exact matchup. And,
Right.
it
I
is not failing. It is definitely living up to expectations of the game of the year.
It is. It's a real nail biter. It's currently 5-6 with Mayan Gellis and Eliana Elkin leading the way. And even though she didn't make that, the dive was appreciated, and we really love the drive out of our captain tonight.
SAR has now 7, not 10. I am sorry.
You
Scoreboard
do not
is
have to
amazing.
apologize.
And, oh, what a serve by SAR. Oh, one more point. But, one of the, core foundations of Frisch is just neurology. And, Frisch has our very own neurologist, Hunter London. And,
Right.
They
do.
Very,
And
major contributor.
Neurology Club actually met this morning, and they were talking about some very interesting things. And I think that we were able to see the same passion that Hunter London
drive,
brings to those
according to Noah
meetings
Greenstein.
in these girls tonight. And I think they're ready to
Oh,
bring the
man.
fire.
Look at Frisch.
And
I'm loving this ball
That's
movement.
a set by Ophir Ginsburg.
know-
Spike by Ash Cohen.
I'm loving this ball movement. You like to see that there's zero selfishness.
Zero. Actually zero.
Okay, now the scoreboard is accurate.
It is currently
Thank you very much.
5-10
Just a quick little
with SR
word.
up.
The reason why you don't see names on Frisch's jerseys is that there is no I in team. We are one. Cougars at Frisch will always run together.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that
Meerkat. That's what we
counts
like to hear.
and
Oh, yeah.
includes the volleyball games. Well, SAR might have a different reason, but Frisch, we're a team. We're beyachad. We're Kleisel. And SAR, they're part of Kleisel. We have to love them just
They
like
are. We love
also
every
do.
Jew. We do.
Yes, and speaking of Jews, I believe Rabbi Kirsch is a Jew. And
Just another shout out to Noah Lowe, who's joined us in the audience tonight.
oh yeah, you love to see it. Noah Lowe is one of the most
Schneck.
dedicated Frisch fans out there.
And Sam Terry is an underrated crowd member. He doesn't get talked about enough for his passion. Sam Terry can
But
really bring it.
speaking of Sam Terry, who taught him in Gemara last year?
Who did?
Rabbi Kirsch. So I
Really?
just want to give him a beautiful shout out.
Honestly,
Rabbi Kirsch.
The mitos he gave and conveyed to Sam Terry for him to show up to this game to support our Frisch athletes tonight is crazy.
Yeah.
A mazel tov to Mrs. Siegel and her husband Rabbi Siegel on the birth of a baby boy.
Oh my goodness, major mazel's
Set by
to the
Ophir
Siegel
Ginsburg. And a
family.
spike by Eliana Cohen. And that's a beautiful spike.
Oh,
Eliana
yeah.
Cohen with the point.
One more shout out to Rabbi Kirsch. He's one of the
Is he
volleyball.
asking you?
He's one of the volleyball pioneers of the decade. I don't know.
I think what we were saying about Will Chamberlain before, he really embodies.
You know where Will Chamberlain learned his basketball skills from? If I'm not wrong, wait, wasn't it Rabbi Kirsch?
I think Rabbi Kirsch taught him, honestly. Oh. Bang.
What
And
a
that's
serve
beautiful-
by Frisch. That's what we like to see.
Be a little quieter because we can't hear ourselves.
Sorry.
Now we're
All right. So Frisch just got a
No,
point.
we apologize for our volume tonight.
Oh
We're
yeah,
just really
I'm sorry.
passionate about-
This is our debut announcing, so we're still getting
We're
used to
figuring out
this.
the
Guys,
kinks, we're figuring
guys.
out the kinks.
And just back onto Rabbi Kirsch for 1 second. One of the volleyball pioneers. And Akiva, tell us that one Rabbi Kirsch volleyball story.
So, I believe it was a very cold day.
I believe it was shivering cold.
I believe not only cold, it was icy. The ball was frozen. And
Like
he persevered. He hit that frozen ball like he's never hit anything before in his life. And that drive that he brings to the game, I think these Frisch athletes can take with them, and they'll take with them past their Frisch careers, and they'll really their whole life. And this is team building right now. This is team building.
Nice serve by SAR.
And a save.
And a very good effort to
is
save the
currently
volleyball by Rashi Cohen. Couldn't
6-13.
couldn't
That's
quite
the
get it.
score.
You saw the effort. Very very high energy. I'm loving it tonight. That's all I got
Did
to
you
say.
announce our captains for the night?
We did.
Yes,
multiple
sir.
times,
And
but
for,
we will
for
do
those
it
who are
again.
just joining, yeah, Kiva, would you mind introducing us to the captains?
Mayan Gallus, number 2. She's been bringing a lot to the floor tonight. Not just her skill, but also her passion, her inspiration that she's able to bring to this team. And I think they really look up to her. In addition to Eliana Elkin, number 18. She really knows what's
Eliana
up.
Cohen.
Eliana Cohen is our captain tonight.
And speaking of Eliana Cohen, everyone, she just got like a crazy point. So props to her. Frisch would be down a point if it wasn't for her point.
so awkward. Eliana Cohen, the captain tonight. She's bringing a lot to the floor.
And she's been doing it for years. It's not just like a one-time
Really?
thing.
Yeah, she has.
When you think of Frisch volleyball,
Eliana Cohen is the face of that. She really is.
Definitely. It's just
She is.
she really.
TBH. I think she is.
TBH is right.
Ooh.
Just a shkayach to all these
And that's what we
senior
needed right
girls
now.
on the teams. We are amidst knee-deep into seminary and interviews and applications.
They're taking the
and
time out of their day to dedicate to their first school, and that's really inspirational.
And it's
really
not even that they
special.
have to. It's that they want to. They see this year in Israel
And
as
that's
an
a beautiful serve by
opportunity
Sophia Paul.
to cultivate.
Sophia Paul, number 1, is bringing a lot to the floor tonight.
Sophia Paul is. Oh wait, isn't she getting inducted into the Frisch Volleyball Hall of Fame?
I believe not only the Hall of Fame for Frisch, but in all of Yeshiva League sports.
Yeah, I mean, just
Yeah, actually.
oh yeah, and a nice smooth point by Frisch once again. When I think of Comeback City, I just think of Frisch volleyball.
And this senior crew right now of Rashi Cohen, Sophia Paul, Eliana Cohen, Emma Kinchis, Mayan Gallus is truly unmatched. And I believe that they bring more to the floor than almost any other Frisch team, or really Yeshiva League team, because what I'm seeing out of them tonight is passion, talent, and the whole package.
It's just inspirational because I couldn't have said it better than myself.
Right, because I said it very well.
Yeah, very well.
Very well.
Oh, and look at that. Frisch has got another point. They just keep cruising. I don't know. I don't know if anyone is familiar with the term cooking, but I think Frisch is cooking.
Yeah.
This is just awesome.
It's all that cooking in the new culinary room with Toby.
Oh
our
yeah,
chef.
good call, Mia. Very new culinary room. So risky. What a serve by Eliana Elkin.
And when I think of these athletes, I think of Sabrina Ionescu, and not only does she bring a lot to the game, but she's really inspired young women around the world to engage in activities that they're not really comfortable in, but she's really inspiring the world, and I think that these Frisch girls are doing the same tonight.
Served by SAR, but as usual, Eliana Elkin keeping Frisch safe and sound. And we see, if you take a look at SAR, they
Ooh,
really
what a hit
are
by
keeping this
number
game close. And,
11.
what more, do you want to see? than like an intense game. You know, there wouldn't just be like so much like energy. You know, it was just like a blowout. But you know, each team is just hungry for this win, and like you know, SAR is just showing Frisch that you know they really want to get this dub. Oh my gosh, I almost got my head knocked off by that volleyball.
The camera also.
You know, that's what we
and
dedicate to
Sydney
this game.
and
We
Jordan.
put our lives on the line in order to help you guys, and I really hope that we're doing that for you tonight.
Yeah, I mean, well, oh, very
Wow,
nice
Gellis
bump
with the set
by.
and a
Oh, the
super
dynamic
spike.
duo Mayan Gellis and Rashi Koren. You know,
Ooh,
oh yeah,
that's why I couldn't do it. Frisch is
Frisch
currently
Frisch with a
coming
point.
back from a 6-13 deficit, and now it is 14-18. They're ready to rumble.
You know, and doesn't the S in Frisch stand for sports?
It does, and the Frisch stands and the F stands for family, JZ.
Wait,
It really
and
does.
tell the viewers out there, what does the I in Frisch stand for?
It stands for Israel because they love it so much. You
Wait,
can
and
see
while
that
we're
patch on
at
their
it, you know,
jerseys.
what does the H stand for?
The H stands for happiness because really all they can do tonight is be happy
Wait,
that they
you
love
know,
Israel
our
and
last-
they love volleyball. And
What does
they're
R
being
stand
consistent.
for?
Yeah, that's a great question by me,
R
Calvin.
stands
What
for
is
the
the
relationships they make with each other and
Oh,
the coaches.
preach, Shaquille Wild, preach.
And this is all off the dome for the record. And you know,
Just a point by SAR. You know, you love to see that drive,
that camaraderie that we've
Quinn-
seen between Sophia
They're
Paul
just-
and Eliana Cohen is really inspirational, even though they didn't make the point.
SAR needs one more point to win the match.
Oh,
They have been
Rashi Cohen is
Rashi
clutch.
Cohen.
this
In
year.
her clutch jeans. Oh,
And Frisch
but
couldn't
just
do it.
like that.
Now, SR might have won this match, but we have to remember this is a series of 5, right? It's not over.
Explain how they switch sides.
So, I don't know how
Every match, I believe, in volleyball, you switch sides. So you're going to start seeing people walking back and forth. A lot of the guys we shouted out. And, yeah. Just to add a little more on SAR, they're playing amazing. They've kept up a winning streak this whole time, except for when they were losing in the beginning. But really, they have kept up the points, have kept up a really good lead. Over 1 the whole time. They've been beating over 1. So Frisch is going to really have to bite back and come back with their spirit and pursuit of passion. Now, I was just in my Gemara class today. My
And
Rebbe
Jay-Z-
was saying how he takes the spirit of inquiry and he feels like it's encapsulated with religious growth and pursuit of passion, and he would change that core to love of Israel, not just
Way to-
not
wow.
Yisrael
Way to really bring it home,
and
Mia K.
Eretz Yisrael, but Klal Yisrael.
Wow.
You know, Akiva Wild, hold me down. I'm floating
Oh
because
my
of
gosh,
Mia's
guys.
beautiful words. Whoa.
That was
No, no.
crazy.
Oh my
And
gosh.
No,
Mia,
I was
Jay-Z,
floating
take
away.
a seat.
What you're
Take a
bringing to this
seat.
side of the court tonight is something else because, you know, I really think that they feel your spiritual essence right now, and I think you're contributing a lot to this game. I'm not going to lie.
You know, I'm going to have to leave soon. I'm really tired.
Oh my gosh, just a quick shout out to Rabbi Kirsch and his daughter.
Oh my God, they're
Eliana
both
Hano.
watching. Let
They
me
are
see
both
this.
watching this game. You know, I am currently looking.
Hi, Eliana.
Yeah, what's up, Eliana Khan? I'm so glad you could tune in with us. You
Do you
know,
remember that bear that Jay-Z and Evie got you last year?
yeah, for those of you who don't know, you know, Eliana Khana, you know, she was only born last January. And, you know, me and one of my friends, we were like, all right, you know, we have to do things special for this beautiful occasion. You know, big milestone in Rabbi Kirsch's life.
Right.
So what did we do? Me and one of my good friends, we made a little rap for Rabbi
A.B.
Kirsch.
Molina, I believe his name is.
A.B. Molina, the Zionist himself. You know,
No, he's really an Anatol of Klal Yisrael.
yeah, I mean, you know, we made a nice rap, and you know, Eliana Khana, as he's
And
trying
honestly,
to
if
puts
we,
perfectly.
Jay-Z, can I ask you a question?
Wait,
if
Akiva,
Frisch-
can I ask you?
If Frisch
oh, wait.
wins this game tonight, will you perform the rap for the people?
I actually will perform the rap for the people if Frisch B'ezras Hashem wins the game tonight. Then B'ezras Hashem, I will perform. You know,
Can I
and
say something random?
Akiva, I have a question.
It's just. Oh, you have a question?
Can you say something random?
I think I can. Okay, you ready for this? This love of volleyball, it's really inspiring me tonight, and it's reminding me of like just my love of sports in general. Jay-Z, what's the first sport you remember playing?
I believe it was racquetball. Am I wrong?
It could be. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't know you until.
But am I
Frisch.
wrong?
I don't believe you're wrong.
So I'm not wrong.
I mean, maybe you're probably wrong. I don't think you knew what racquetball was.
But am I wrong?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you know, we're out and underway once again. And Akiva, can you please like, you know, just like, yeah?
Yeah, I really think I can. Yeah. SAR's on our side of the court right now.
Yes. You know,
It's 0-0.
see the SAR bench is looking livelier than ever. You know,
Yeah.
you love to see it. You know, when I think of like greatest like, you know, ruach of all time, like, you know, I think of like the New York Knicks, like the LA Lakers, but then just like
The
comes in
SAR Sting.
the SAR.
The
like,
SAR
they're just
Their
like,
benches are one for the century.
It's been real.
And
I'm
it's
gonna
off.
head out.
all
Thank
right.
you so much for your
Yeah,
dedication.
thank you
Captain.
so much. You know, and also Akiva, you know, can you just like tell the viewers out there like what SAR stands for?
SAR stands for Salanter Akiba Riverdale Academy.
And
not
super
academy,
and
high school.
resilience.
Yeah, it does also stand for that in a way. I haven't heard that one at my
Oh,
time,
man,
from,
we
at
have,
my tenure at SAR. For those who are just tuning in,
And we have a new announcer with
I am
us.
an alumni of SAR Academy.
What's your name, fellow Frisch Cougar? Jordan Holland. Thank you for announcing with us. You know,
Jordan, it's a pleasure to be sitting next to
you know,
you. It
he's
really
taking
is.
his time out of his day. You know, he could literally be, you know, catching up on his schoolwork. What does he want to do? He wants to
dedicate
you know,
himself to the Frisch community, and that's something inspirational. It really is.
Yeah. You know, for the viewers out there, you know, Jordan Holland. You know, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm a sophomore in Frisch, and I love Cougar Nation Network.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you
yeah,
do.
you do.
This is my first game announcing, so
You know, we
Ours
appreciate
too. Ours too.
It's ours.
okay.
Yeah, I'm glad we're in this together. Yo, for those of you who don't know, I have very fond memories of Jordan Holland.
SR's
in
currently up
Yavna
3-1.
Academy, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, you know, Jordan Holland is just one of those pivotal characters. You know, you love seeing in Yavna. You know, really helped the Yavna Redhawks
Ooh.
thrive.
What a response by
Wow.
coaches.
SAR is, you know, they really want this W.
They've got it going to them.
Hungry
They're really
for it.
good.
That's all I gotta say.
And Mayan Gallus is fighting back.
Yeah, you know,
You can see that
what
drive.
more do you want than, you know,
Ooh,
Frisch
good
players
response
to
by
really
number
give their all.
18.
Oh yeah, Mayan Gallus is cooking. Oh yeah, you love to see it. You love to see it.
Jay-Z,
Akiva.
who does Sophia Paul, the athlete, remind you of tonight?
So you know, when I think of Sophia Paul, I think of like, you know, a studious, you know, Frisch Cougar. But you know, in this volleyball game, like, she's reminding me of like LeBron James.
Honestly, she does, and this affects LeBron James' legacy.
You know, it really
Shout out
does,
to Lone
because you
Stein.
just take a look at Sophia Paul and you look at like the major contributions that she's making to this Frisch team. Like, she's just like pivotal.
It's pivotal. It's
She's
pivotal.
a
It
cornerstone
truly is.
for this volleyball team. I love it, you know.
And I hope you guys want to tune in to our Shirya videos. Our great Shirya videos are something
what
else. And
a
Sophia Paul
call.
is a real inspiration behind them.
Yeah, you know, just, you know, really just bringing it all together.
And this game is tight right now. It's 4-3 SAR.
Very tight. Like, so tight, everyone, that, like, my shoes aren't loose, you know. It's not like my shoelaces are untied. They are tight. Oh! Oh, my gosh.
Wow,
SAR
what a
just had a
save.
crazy save. That's going to Yeshiva League top 10. Definitely.
And that was
Oh, SAR is hungry for
that
this.
was number 10.
Oh, what a-
Riel Methalowitz.
Yes, sir! Frisch just got another point.
Frisch has tied it up 4-4, and this is a real nail biter tonight, Jay-Z.
Yeah, you know, I can't say I'm biting my nails, but it feels like I'm biting my nails.
Right. Jay-Z, can I get personal with you for a second?
Akeem, I have a question.
Yeah?
Can you get personal with me for
I
a second?
think I can get personal with you for a second.
Okay, take it away, boy.
So, the date was March 11th. You're playing IFL, and a true tragedy happened. You suffered one of the worst non-contact injuries of all time. Really, you tore your ACL and your meniscus.
In my
And
meniscus.
It wasn't something to be laughed at. It was something
Really
else.
wasn't. You know,
Do you want to talk about how you're feeling watching this game right now?
I would love to, you know. So I was a lineman for my team, the captains.
Sam Wartelski, I believe.
Yeah, quick shout out to Sam Wartelski. I believe he's in Hakotel, and you know, he was my IFL captain at the time, my flag football captain. You know, I was on defense, and you know, their QB called hike, and I get past my lineman who I was supposed to get past to. I was literally feet away from sacking the QB. But my ACL and meniscus, they had other plans. Akiva, I believe you were, like listening to my knee at the time.
I think I heard
what did it
from
say?
inside the building? I think it said "ow." Honestly, I
Yeah,
think it didn't
I
like the
believe it
direction
did
that you were
say
going,
"ow."
and it was like, you know what? I've gone with you all these years, Jay-Z, but I'm gonna go in a different direction now, and you two separated.
Wait, would
Now-
you say one direction?
No, because I think they went in one direction, you went in another direction. So, we don't always, and I think that's a lesson we can learn of life. Even though, you and your ACL and meniscus have been together for, I think it was 14 years up to that point.
14 years, and
15 years.
we were going strong. It
You were
wasn't
going
like
strong. and when you have a little bump like that, I think it's important to know that you can come back, because on April 14th, you got a surgery, and that ACL meniscus is repaired. I think that's
it
like,
was Baruch Hashem, and I want to thank. Oh baby,
that's a
Frisch
first
got another point, and
Frisch is up 8-5 right now for those watching at home.
Just a little quick Torah insight. So I believe you know the bracha, Baruch Atah Hashem Elokim Melech Shahakol Nihiyah, and you want to finish the last word?
I think the last word, JC, correct me if I'm wrong, is bit
I believe you're right. And
His word.
What does this mean? Is thank you Hashem, you're the source
Ooh.
of everything.
That's
because,
a save on my Mirav Richard.
everything was made, how you wanted it to. And guess what was made, how Hashem wanted it to be? Volleyball. And I think just, you could just, it shows like, just critical part, like pleasure duties. That's all, It's just beautiful to see.
Number one, Leah is really giving it her all tonight on the SAR side of the court.
Yeah, I mean, she wants it, you can see the drive and the fire in her eyes. It was served by Frisch. SCR getting it over. Rosh Koren. Oh! Sophia Paul, what a hit.
That's a save by Yumi Silver.
Okay. Eliana Cohen, clutch.
Sophia
Paul. Oh! We
And
almost
that's
had
another point for Frisch, and they're up 10-5 right now. And, even though they lost the last set, I think this one is, the tide has really been turning. And now as they hold up for a timeout, Jeezy, do you have any questions you want to ask me, possibly?
I actually do have, I would be dying of laughter because it is so funny and ironic because I believe, if I'm not wrong, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I do have questions to ask you. Now, I guess the first question is Akiva Wald. Oh, and before I ask you my question, I'm looking at a crowd and I see a man.
He's on. Okay,
In
whatever. In a red wig.
IDF flag and in a red wig.
He's on the phone right now, but he'll be joining us.
He will be with us shortly. But in the meantime, Akiva, who is your favorite athlete and why? Just before Mr. IDF.
Honestly, I'm a Patriots fan, and Tom Brady really has been an inspiration to me.
He's not on the Patriots anymore.
He contributed a lot to my team, and he won 6 Super Bowls for them. And I think that the dedication he had to the game is really something that we see in this Frisch team tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like great.
Dedicated to
Frisch
the
with the
sport.
serve.
And the talent on this court, may I say so myself, is impressive. Like, I can't do any of this. And that's a beautiful spot.
Oh yeah, and McKinchis really just thriving for Frisch. Oh, and Frisch gets the point. Cha-ching! Oh yeah. Let's go Frisch, as Sydney Schwartz beautifully says.
And just another shout out to Cindy Schwartz for manning the camera tonight.
Wait, and honestly, while we're at it, can we just give one more shout out to Sydney Schwartz?
Just one more, honestly.
I don't know, what we would do without her.
Jay-Z, I think she deserves one more shout out. Shout out to Cindy.
Wait, you know what they say, the more the merrier. Why not give Sydney Schwartz another shout out?
Another shout out.
Oh yeah, Jordan Holland wants to give Sydney Schwartz a shout out also. That's what I like to hear.
And we're really hearing it from the crowd tonight. Another big thank you to Avi Schneck, Sam Tarrant, Noah Lowe, and Jonah Herman for showing up tonight.
Oh
They're
my God.
really, the fan bus that SAR brought is nothing compared to them. if I'm being
Oh yeah,
honest.
Yeah.
Coming in, we're getting ready to serve. Eliana Cohen. Bang.
Oh, just gets over the net. Oh,
Wow.
yes,
Beautiful serve by Elena
sir.
Cohen. Just goes over
Frisch
SAR.
gets
Can't
the
recover. And that's a
point.
13-5. That's a 13-5 score for Frisch right now.
Oh my gosh,
Really
this is
impressive.
just like,
Really impressive.
great. Eliana Cohen really coming in clutch for this.
And she's the captain tonight. So I
Not
think
just
she's
a
really
team.
inspiring the team.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I'm a Spacha. Yes, Eliana
hell?
Elkin. More like Eliana Elk.
Eliana
Him.
Elkin, the
because
only
she's
junior
balling out.
on the Frisch team out tonight.
Oh my god, and guess what? She's really representing the juniors as a whole, and like, they say
She's
Eliana.
something special.
You know,
and
and-
that's just me being real right now.
When I think of Eliana Elkin, I think of Eliana Elkin, him, and Ari Elkin, just one of the legends. The
He's a
Frisch
legend.
community.
Frisch alumni. Fellow alumni of my brother, Robbie.
All right, SAR talking in their game plan over right before they serve.
Number 32.
Number 32, very, very good server for this Frisch team.
Her name is
You know.
Jolie Waitman.
Yeah, and love to
Jolie.
see it.
With a
Oh,
underhand.
Underhand
Ooh,
serve. She's really
can't make
changing it up. Couldn't quite get it over, but she's been strong for SAR throughout this game. I mean, like, what more do you want to see? And Kiva, I was wondering if I could ask you a question. Can I ask you a question?
Please, Jay-Z, can you ask me a question?
I believe I can.
So ask me a question.
Basically,
It's good to see you.
what is your most, what's your oldest volleyball memory? And
oldest
how do you think
volleyball
it played a part in, your
Well-
life? In Judaism, especially.
Well, I can't say so much about volleyball 'cause I'm not very good at it. But back in my Moshe days,
I'm sure you could think
I've
of
been
something.
spending, by the way, my summers in Moshe for I can't tell you how many years. Actually, I can. Been going since I was 3. So since then, someone do that math, I'm 17. And when I was in Moshe and I was
Yes!
Wow.
And Frisch gets
I'm interrupting
another
my story to
point.
compliment. That
Sorry,
was a beautiful
Kiva,
Frisch
because I
play.
so rudely interrupted you.
No, that was a beautiful Frisch point. I think
It really
everything
was.
interrupted me. I was in Moshe I was playing Newcomb, right? And that cold sand beneath your feet on that hot summer day, it really inspires you to love sports.
It really
to,
does,
to appreciate, all parts of life. And I think that these athletes on the court tonight have the same love of this game, of volleyball.
Agreed.
Jay-Z, do you want to tell the people what jerseys we're wearing tonight?
So, when I
Cindy, can you pan toss for a second? Just like 2 seconds. Pan toss. Just for a second.
So,
Just wanna show them our
me and
jerseys.
my good friend Akiva Wall, we're wearing Kobe Bryant jerseys.
Kobe
Now,
Bryant jerseys.
you might be wondering, like, what does that have to do with, volleyball? And, as Sydney Schwartz so kindly helped, with the help of Sophie Clapper, Kobe Bryant, he had a very big impact on basketball, but it's just
Sports in general, really.
yeah. The interesting thing is that it wasn't just basketball. He had he really helped inspire just the next generation of young athletes, and what like a
love
night
that
like
for
this where we're announcing for these generational athletes.
And I want to give another shout out for anyone who's participating in the Frisch Stock Exchange game. I want to give a shout out to Joey Small. Not Joey Small. No.
Well, no,
Small.
we could give him
Joey-
a shout out anyways.
you know,
He's one of the best
Joey
freshmen
Small's
out
son.
there.
No.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I'm
And
small.
He completed that stock market game, and he raised an astounding $95,000. Not real money, but I believe that he will be true light.
Not to
and
mention
one
he's
of the best
from
alumni to exit
Los
Frisch.
Angeles. He is from Los Angeles.
Right. Another connection to his Kobe jerseys. My own Bells, beautiful tip. That's a Frisch point.
You know
They're
how many
currently up
people are on
17-7, demolishing us here.
How many people are on this?
And I think since they lost the last set, it's just really inspiring to see how they're coming back right now. Sophia Paul, Rashika Ren, Mayan Gallus,
Thank you.
Emma
What a
Kinchis,
serve, what a
Ariana
serve. What a bump fly, number 17 by SAR. Mayan Gell's not giving it away.
Ariana,
She's in the front, really just representing Frisch in this game.
Expect.
Oh! Emma Kinchis with a which a really strong spike. Wow. It was just, wow. It was you know, she's one of like the cornerstones of this team, and major contributor. Not even just this year, for the past couple of years. She's been on the volleyball team. It's good. Just a quick shout out to the several fans in Frisch, including, besides Sydney Schwartz, you got Sophie Clapper and Atara Rothstein out there really representing Frisch. Just like showing what the Frisch fandom's all about. So just want to give a really warm thank you to them. Oh, do we have a guest
we
appearance?
have a little guest speaker coming on our show tonight. This is Nolo. I just want to introduce him. He's he's my fellow Rabbi Shulman classmate. Shout out to Rabbi Shulman, and he brings a lot to that class. And I'm excited to hear what are you taking out of this game so far? Who are the X factors?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a headset on, so I don't hear everything you're saying. But I heard you say, what am I taking away from this game?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So far, I think 28 on SAR is a game changer. Let's put it out there. 28. Whoever you are, you're killing it, man.
That is. I will tell you right
she
now.
was out for a little while. I actually thought SAR had money on the game. They were trying to throw the game. Like they had money on Frisch winning. They were trying to throw this game because she is the key here. We need more presence up front. We're not getting enough block attempts and a little more communication. SAR seems to talk a lot. We're not getting any talking at all.
Right.
As the serve goes over and out of bounds, SAR's point.
We appreciate it. I think you bring a lot to this game.
As a volleyball enthusiast, you just like to see a good game, and this is what we're getting today.
It is.
But if as a Frisch fan, you want them to win, so you want to see a little more communication,
right?
A little more set spike action. We're doing a little more.
Set spike. That's the key.
That's the way we like to fight, is what they say, is what I hear.
Agreed.
As number 2, lining up the serve, and it's over to the middle. Elkin puts it up in the air. Cohen bumps it over. Hendricks Lemberger to Weisberger to Meklowitz, I think her last name is.
Yeah, it is.
Over. Mayan Gellis sets up Eliana Cohen. Nice spike.
Wow.
Saved by 4, who's wearing a different color jersey.
Number 4 is
It's Mayan Gellis. Rossi Corin with the spike. Number 4, wrong jersey, but it's good.
She's diving.
Oh my goodness.
Number 10 with the
What a
spike.
rally.
Saved by Sophia Paul.
And Mayan
Gellis up in the air.
Eliana Cohen over. Wow. Beautiful.
Number 2 to number 1. One more. 28. Over.
To Elizabeth Horowitz.
Oh, what's the call? She appeared to hit the net or a carry. Not sure. The ref did call something though.
I'm not sure what it was, to be honest.
I don't know all the calls. I know
Not
lines. Oh, Mayan Gellis with the serve. Nice to number 2. She sets it. Bumped by number 1. 28 with the spike. Oh, in the air by Rashi Koren. Over from Elkin. Hendricks Lemberger up in the air. Meklowitz over. Koren up. Sophia Paul over. 4 puts it up. 1 sets it. 10. Sash spikes it. I don't know what that was. 10. 4 up in the air. To 1. 28 with the spike. It's out.
Oh yeah.
It's out. A little too far.
Beautiful Frisch.
Frisch is now at 20 points. This is the.
I would like to say, Frisch.
Oh
lost the
my
last
goodness.
set.
We have to give a shout out to Rebinson Cole, all the way from Connecticut.
Wow. Shout out to Yisrael Cole and Talia Cole, TK, for tuning in from Connecticut. I just want to say that the score is 20-10 right now, Frisch. And if Frisch wins this point, they win the set.
And just while we're here, I just want to tell the viewers out there, the impact that Rebinson
game
Cole
point.
has had an impact on my life.
Eliana Cohen.
SAR
SAR got that point. Ooh, it's 2011. Can
SAR
Frisch
just got a
get
point.
one more point before SAR gets 10?
Guys,
and Alana Cole streaming in from.
coming.
Alana Cole is coming. To watch this game and to watch her sister play later tonight. We got the JV game. Shira Cole locked in,
Abby Wall
ready
is
to
also
go.
my sister on that team.
Oh, Abby
Number
Wall,
87.
one of the JV
Not for
members
Travis
of the
Kelsey.
Frisch volleyball team. Wow.
We do know that.
Well, I'm just getting information.
Wow,
If
what a
Frisch
save
gets
by
another
Lila
point,
Weisberger.
I believe they
I
win.
said that.
Thank you, Akia, for so beautifully
Can
putting
anyone at home just text me and confirm that they heard me say that? So I'm not going crazy.
Oh!
And
Eliana
that's a
Cohen!
Frisch point.
It's cooking!
Eliana Cohen sealed the
Oh
set
my
for Frisch.
goodness.
It is currently a 1-1
Oh
set game.
my.
now we've got ourselves a game.
Yes,
This is going to
1-1.
be the third out of, it's the best out of
The
5.
tides have turned.
Best out of
1-1. Possibly 3 more games. Possibly.
Possibly.
We're hoping for
Who
2 more
knows?
and out. Frisch wins the next 2. It's over.
It's true.
It's
That
first
is how the
3,
game
best of
works.
5.
Best of 5 means that you have to win 3.
And Olo, thank you for coming tonight. We really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you guys. I've been hoping for this announcing duo since day one of high school. I walked
Dream
into
come
high
true,
school. I
man.
said those two
Great
wearing
win.
the matching
Great win
Lakers
right there.
jerseys.
We're coming back. We're gonna win this game.
Thank you for those words, Avisnak. Really, thank you.
Guys, I have a headphone on, so I can hear now. It's
Yes, sir.
great.
All right.
Beautiful.
Nolo is tuned in, locked and loaded, ready to go. Just one inspirational person in this gym that I just see is just Shure Rasker. So nicely, sitting on the sidelines.
Out here to support the Frisch
Now-
team, and we really appreciate that.
He doesn't know who I am exactly. We've never formally met, I believe. But I've seen him in the TNA community. He's one of those iconic characters you just
He is.
can't forget.
I don't even live in TNA, I know who he is.
Yeah, it's just, let's see this Arctus,
Excuse me, sir, in the wig. Can you get on the camera for a second?
We have a very special guest
And
here
what's your
tonight.
name, sir? Joey Shots. Here, give him that mic. Give him that mic.
What are your guys' names? Noah.
That's Nolo. This is JZ Mershon. I'm Akiva Walds. And really, thank you for coming out and showing your support tonight for Frisch.
These young ladies work really hard. They practice a lot.
Yeah.
Frisch SAR, huge game. We got to all show our support. There should be more people here. Volleyball, it's our favorite.
The fans here, Jonah Herman and Sam Terra and Nolo, are really bringing it for
One
Frisch.
second. I think Walds, come here for a second. I think you need to join me.
Oh, my goodness.
I'd
Akiva
be
Wald
honored.
is getting
I'd be
in
honored.
on the Wig Fun with Dr. Shotskis.
I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
This is Frisch energy right here.
This is what you love to see out of this school, you know?
The red and white, I'm proud to rock it.
Little
I'm proud to
mohawk.
rock it.
You guys are, you still on or no?
Yeah.
You guys are doing a great job. I was listening a little bit on the way here. So
That's my boss.
doing
Benjamin
really well.
Ryder.
Good announcing.
From
Just
Chestnut
keep supporting.
Holdings.
They work hard. SAR Frisch big rivalry. Everyone, if you're listening, come drive down to Frisch and come support the volleyball team.
Really
All
do.
right, and great job,
We're having a
gentlemen.
great time
really
out
well
here.
done, and camera crew,
You know-
excellent job, excellent. Any other questions?
Who do you think is the X factor in this game tonight? What
Varsity
numbers?
or JV?
Well, we're looking at the varsity match.
Varsity, I think everyone just has to know their roles. If you can spike it, spike it.
Right.
If you can't, just get it over, and always go for the ball in volleyball.
Thank you for
Okay,
your insight.
hog the court if you have to, but don't wait for somebody else to take control. And in JV, we just got to keep working on our serves. Just keep serving well. Serve well. We'll be in good shape. But
Appreciate you.
they're a great team. I think the win is coming towards Frisch.
Thank you, Doctor, for
What's
sharing
that?
your wise
Heard it
words.
from the man himself, guys, Dr. Shotskis.
Wise words
I
from
have a
a
wig now.
doctor.
Right.
Yeah.
Doctor.
It's true. Emphasize that enough. And he shouted out already,
lots
but
of
we
game.
might as well put it out there.
We're entering
Shout
the
out
third.
camera crew.
Shout out to Cindy Schwartz
Yeah,
again.
Cindy Schwartz, just a warm shout out for the 613th time. You know?
Oh,
Can't
and
get
look
enough
who
of it.
entered the building. Rabbi Senior.
Oh, the
My
Rosh
Rosh Yeshiva
Yeshiva is in the
yours.
building. He's just entered the chat,
Yeah.
everyone.
Dr.
Rabbi
Shotskis
Senior
is now going to
Shalita.
deliver a beautiful package for him, a wig. So, Cindy Schwartz, make sure.
The game's starting.
Okay, game start. But we might see.
Number
Rabbi
5
Senior.
serves the ball. Oh, that's an ace. That's an ace.
Oh, I learned this.
Ace
Little chant
whoosh.
for when you
Ace
score
whoosh.
ace. You go ace. So, ace.
Ace means that no one on the other team touches the ball.
Oh, baby.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, returned by 18. 28 spike, 18 up. And that hits the curtain and it's out. Guys, I think my play-by-play is getting pretty good.
I appreciate it, Noah.
Yeah.
We weren't.
They got to sign you to the big
proficient in
leagues.
that field, but
Yeah.
you're really adding a lot to this game.
One day I hope to be one of you guys.
Ah.
Oh, no, you shouldn't have. And I would like to give a shout out to my sister, Abby Wald. She's in JV, but she's out here watching and learning from the varsity pros. And I really think that drive for the game is something special. And she doesn't even know that I'm saying this.
Yeah, I
right
mean,
now.
you take a look at these like NBA rookies, and they just try to learn from the veterans. And you just take a look at Abby Wald. She is studying this game left and right.
I don't
And,
see a lot of
even
other
learning from the
JV
Frisch
players.
seniors herself. Just like what goes on. She's only a freshman, and she's really taking down notes with the fellow seniors.
She's ready.
with.
She's going to
Yeah.
be on this team for a while. And I think that as one of the only JV kids here, she's ready to learn and ready to become a
Ready
better
to
player.
rumble.
I think it also shows the community of kindness
It
we have here
does.
at
It
Frisch.
does. Right.
Well,
Supporting
preach, Noah.
people that aren't even in your grade.
Yeah, love to see it.
Yeah,
Noah,
we
can
already
I
shouted
ask
out.
you a question? Can I
Yeah,
ask
go
you?
for it.
So
Oh,
volleyball.
how was your day? Sorry.
Oh, Noah. So volleyball is not only a big
Oh,
part-
28 with the monstrous spike.
It's not only
Sorry.
a big part of what we're doing right now, but it's a big part of the Frisch community as a whole. And I just want to know, how is volleyball before and after, or even before or during Frisch? How has volleyball contributed to your life and how you are as a person?
How is volleyball?
You can take a minute to think about that.
Oh, wow. That was a nice
Wow.
spike by number
What a
3.
spike
Hypes
by
up the
Eliana
crowd.
Cohen.
Let's go. Let's go. I think that's what she was saying. I'm pretty sure. But volleyball, you know, well, one, it brings the school together. This is a championship caliber team. Oh, and that's an ace.
Wow.
Proving my point right there.
Oh, I'm loving
Championship
this
caliber
chanting.
team. And they bring the school together. They bring the ruach.
Right.
They're they represent Frisch as a whole. As well as I did try out for volleyball.
Oh, did you?
I actually have not gotten an email back yet. If I did make it or I didn't make it, I don't know.
That's ironic.
And that's the mysteries of Frisch. It really makes things fun and surprising when you don't know. Sometimes you just don't know, and that's what's great.
I tried out for the boys.
The best part was no matter what, I had a good time.
Right, and that speaks a lot to who you are as a person, and it's not just who you are as a person, but it really.
Wow,
brings out-
2 with the great
my
save.
goodness, a diving
Wow.
save.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Something special.
Great play.
And you know, that pursuit of passion you have, like, I really appreciate it, because you know the just the love of the game that you have, Noah, is really inspiring.
Wow.
It's jam time by Eliana Elkin coming in with the monster slamma jamma.
Although
That
it
was
the score,
SAR's point, but it was a good play.
It was a
It was a
good
good
play.
play, but it was SAR's
and it was a
point.
good drive.
It just went out of
Obviously,
bounds.
is re-entering the building.
monstrous.
Just another shout out.
It's okay. We're learning together. We're learning together. It's okay.
Yo, it's only my debut announcing moments.
18 puts it up.
Okay,
3.
Eliana Cohen trying
Hits
to
it to the
recover.
middle.
Sophia
1.
Paul, can't get it
not
over.
quite.
Love the drive. Love the drive.
Yeah, looks like it. We're back on, everyone. Sorry about that.
Sorry about the technical difficulties, but you know, Frisch in the meantime has been cooking, and they're coming back.
Well, by the way, just a quick thank you. You know, Hakarasato for Jordan Holland. You know,
Jordan Holland is something special.
he's helping us. You know, we wouldn't be the same without his technical geniusness.
Ooh, she can't get it over.
Oh man, looks like Frisch got another point. Love to see it.
Rash Cohen going up for the serve. Bang, right over.
Oh,
and that's an ace.
Ace, woo. Now, can you tell everyone, what the Frisch team is saying as they score?
You know, when they score an ace, they have a chant. And those kind of chants.
So what's the chant?
I think you can do it for us.
All right, so it goes a little like this. It's like, volleyball, we're on the grind, we're Frisch, and we don't leave anyone behind. Yes, that's that. I believe that's
not
the chant that they're doing.
But the chants that they have really are inspiring, and it shows us how they are as a community, and it's really inspiring.
Take a look at this timeout. I don't just see it as a timeout. I see it as kind of like a slow shira.
Like a family meeting.
A slow shira, if they just start, whipping out Achenu Kobe's Yisrael,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's the Frisch volleyball team. They're just, I'm ready to hear some Lamancha.
Special.
Yeah.
That's something special. And the community that they have is not something you get a lot, and that's the beauty of being on a Frisch team.
Pause in, and they're literally basically singing Achenu. What more do you want than the Frisch girls volleyball team singing some slow shira during the game?
Beautiful.
Let's
Truly
see it.
beautiful.
We're doing great. You guys are killing it.
The screen doesn't have a video, but Noah Lowe is going to commentate for us.
No, you're good.
Because you want to give him the play-by-play? Because I can't.
No, you're great.
Do the play-by-play. Just into the mic. I'm not good at it.
After this moment, I retire.
Okay, fine.
Rosh Cohen.
Rosh Cohen with the
beautiful spike.
Rebounded by number 4.
Oh, back to number
Over
1.
by
Number 1
Weisberger.
feeds it to number 28. Well, Mayan Gillis, as usual, keeping Frisch alive.
Rosh Cohen right over.
Oh, yeah. But, I think are not backing down, You
Number
love to see the
28.
hustle.
Elizabeth Horowitz.
Eliana Cohen giving it to
Number
Eliana
18.
Elgin.
Eliana Elgin with the spike. That was
Bang!
beautiful. Truly a Frisch point.
Oh, yeah.
It's 9-5 Frisch right now. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I said.
And just like Revincent Cole just like out in the crowd looking so dedicated to watch her Frisch Cougars, just succeed. And like, what more do you want to see?
What more? What more?
All right. I'll miss it.
There's nothing like good volleyball. And we're going to thank Noah Lowe for joining us here tonight. Noah, do you have any closing words?
I might be back depending on if the mic works again or not. But if not, it's been a great time. We've learned a lot. We've come a long way. In the end of the day, I realized that real treasure was the friends we made along the way. And we're going to keep up this good energy, hopefully catch the dub tonight.
Thank you for joining us, Noah.
Yeah.
Really appreciate your presence. You bring a lot to this game. Rosh Cohen with the serve. Right over.
As usual, a beautiful
Right off
serve.
converted
Oh,
rebound.
and Eliana Elgin.
Eliana Elgin with the
my
tip,
goodness,
and that's
shiver
a
me
Frisch point.
timbers.
This is 11-5 Frisch right now.
Shiver me timbers.
They are
what
cooking.
a tip
They're
in
truly cooking.
by the junior represent, Eliana Elgin. Yeah. It's a good game. Very good. And I remember, I was saying before the game, like, critics are saying this is the game of the year. I didn't really know what to expect. It's living up to the hype. That's all I got to say.
Not only is it living up to the hype, this is way better than the hype. I thought it would be great, but this
Oh
is
my
something
gosh.
else.
Wow. Eliana Cohen feeding it. Sophia
Sophia
Paul. Back to Mayan Gillis.
Mayan Gillis tries to get it
Oh,
over. Can't do
boy.
it. That's a point for SAR. It's currently
Boy.
11-6 Frisch.
Yeah.
The love that they showed each other, even on those misses, especially on those misses, is inspiring. They love each other.
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
not just when
that we
you're
all wanna be a part of.
succeeding, that you should show, love and sportsmanship.
Elizabeth Horowitz over the net. Eliana Cohen can't make
lose
it.
it.
Sophia Paul. That's another point for SAR. It's 11-7.
Yeah. Akiva, should we sit down?
Yeah, we can sit down. And Jordan's working hard now, calling Rabbi P, trying to get this video
Yeah.
up. But in the meantime, I'll try to help you out. Elizabeth Horowitz over the net. Mayan Gillis sets. Sophia Paul right over. And
Oh
over by
my
number
goodness.
4.
Oh.
And it's not in. That's a
almost-
Frisch point. It's
almost a
12-7
point by
Frisch.
SAR. But Sophia Paul, as usual, wisely making the right play.
And number 4, Mia Burke, is really something special tonight. She's diving on every play almost, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
really beautiful.
She's really
Eliana
giving her
Cohen
it
over
all.
the net. Mirovka Richard with the dive save. Number 10, Brielle
Oh,
Machowicz
Sophia Paul
over
with
the
a nice tip.
Lila Weisberger hits it over. Sophia Paul
Oh, yeah.
sets. And number 5.
Yeah. Point goes to SAR Frisch, I believe.
Frisch. It's 13-7 Frisch.
Eliana
Eliana Cohen getting ready to serve.
Yeah, we're actually cruising. Akiva, are we on a boat? Because I think we're cruising.
And Eliana Cohen's probably done this so many times that this is just natural to her.
Yeah, it's just in second nature. She
Right
does
over.
all
Mirovka
these-
Richard tries to save it,
Oh, another
but Lila Weisberger can't
point
recover it. And that's
Frisch.
another point Frisch. It's 14-7.
Now, just remind everyone what you said before. What does Frisch truly stand for?
So Frisch, F is for family. R is for the relationships you make along the way. I is for Israel because they love it so much. And they have those patches on their jersey to show it.
Yeah, shout out to those patches. Just like the Apache races.
No.
Wow.
And S is for the amazing student, the best person you can be. Number 5, Rita,
yes.
over.
Eliana Alkin.
Eliana Elkin over that.
Ooh, okay.
Rebounded by 4 on the SAR. Oh, and number 22 can't do it.
Another
That's a Frisch point.
by
15-8.
Frisch.
As I was saying, the S
Wait,
is for
Kiva,
studious.
what were you saying?
I was going through the Frisch, and
Sophia Paul
Paul
will
over.
serve. Oh, yeah. Number 4. Oh, but Sophia Paul is not letting Frisch
Leon
down
Gillis.
with this one.
over by Reader.
Oh, yeah.
They're off rebounds. Over by Lila.
Oh!
And they can't do it. That's a point for Frisch.
Unfortunate miscommunication on SAR's part. They've been really good with the communication this whole
Is it
game.
on?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
We have this close of having Sophie Clapper, joining us to announce this game on this beautiful Erev Wednesday.
And
No,
Sophie,
you like to
and
see it.
Sophie, I have a question for you. Can I ask you a question, Sophie? we have an amazing Frisch crowd tonight. We have Sam
Amazing.
Terr, we have Noah Lowe, we have Jonah Herman, we have Avi Schneck, we have Yona Amos. How do you think they're contributing to this game? Because I really feel like there's something special. They are, and it's not, and their presence in the ruach is really appreciated. And you know, we thank the whole Frisch community for watching right now.
I think they could hear him. Oh yeah, that's why Noah Lowe left. Because
No, but you can hear now.
they could hear.
How do they get the ball so high up? Well, there's a lot of air in the ball, so it's easy to bounce it.
Are you sure they could hear it? Because we can't even hear it. Wow, what a
Beautiful.
rally by the
beautiful
two
set.
teams, you know. It's just, oh man, what a bump. Oh, and a bump leads
Another
to
set by
bump.
Mayan Gellis. Over by
Oh.
Reeder. They rebound.
Yes,
SAR can't
do it. Wait a minute.
That's 18-8.
I did
Frisch
not.
needs 3 more points, and they win the third
Wait,
set.
did you say 10 more points to win?
No, not even 10. Just 3.
Oh my god.
Can you believe it?
That's mind-boggling.
They're really demolishing out here.
Oh my goodness. Just like,
Love to see
Sophia
it.
Paul as usual, coming
Wow.
in with a clutch serve. Oh yeah, Frisch
Frisch
got
is
another
up
point.
19-8.
Oh yes.
They need 2 more points
They
to
did
win
their
this set.
iconic whoosh celebration. I don't even know what it means. but
Sophie
it
Clapper,
looks good.
Sophie Clapper, I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah. Whoosh.
Who do you think the X factor on the Frisch team is tonight? Or some of the X factors. Who do you think is contributing, and what do you think they're contributing? She is Eliana Cohen, number 3.
Pivotal character.
I know. It's a lot.
No,
it's tiring.
they're
but,
willing
you know, their
to give it their
dedication
all.
to the game. It's dedication that can't be matched. Frisch spirit. Frisch spirit. That's all I have to say. Pursue the
And
passion.
one of the best players in this game so far, Eliana Elkin, getting ready for the serve.
You know, she's the only junior on the court. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Besides Reeder. Reeder's on the court.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice bump.
Oh yeah.
A set by Gallis.
Okay.
Over by
Okay.
Reeder. Saved by Richard. Come on, Richard. Oh, right over SAR.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen,
And
what
that's
am I
another
witnessing?
Frisch dub.
Frisch got
That's
another
2
note.
sets to 1. Frisch is
Rubba
up.
dub dub, Frisch is
Wanna
cooking. Oh yeah. Let's go.
Sam Terr is joining. Take it.
Oh, we have the honor of having Sam Terr join us.
Let me just
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you, Sam Terr is not only a Frisch legend, but he's a Regesh legend. He's been at that camp for so long. He's the star of the boys volleyball team. He's gonna thank you, Sophie Clapper, for joining us. Sam Terr is currently putting on his headset. He's gonna join
And
us.
I believe Sam Terr is ranked number 7 in the country for boys volleyball.
I think it's number 6.
Oh yeah, it's a
Sam-
debate whether it's number 6 or 7 in the country for your volleyball skills.
Sam, can I ask you a question? So you're on the boys volleyball team.
Yep.
I believe you're the star. He tries. So, with your intense volleyball knowledge, what have you been seeing out of the Frisch girls team tonight? That's inspiring you in your own game.
Very few mistakes, which is very impressive.
It is.
Well said.
You know, and that's not something to be taken lightly because this is a hard sport, and these Frisch girls are showing us what it means to be true athletes. And Rabbi Senior is with them right now, our Rosh Shiva, hyping them up with Dr. Shotskas we had earlier on. And, you know, it's really impressive to just see how driven this team is. Isn't that right?
We just got to finish up this one more game and it's all over.
It is. There's one more set in this. It's a first to 3 best out of 5 for those who don't know. Frisch is currently up 2-1. So if Frisch wins this set, then that's the ball game.
Oh yeah. I've been ready for Frisch to get once again another dub.
So Sam, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go.
I don't know if you remember this, but we went to Regish together a long time ago.
Of course.
So we played a lot of sports. What do you think is the most impactful one in your life right now? Volleyball?
I really believe volleyball.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you love so much about volleyball? Inside it, off and on the court.
It's just that like everyone is together, and if one person makes a mistake, the whole team will fall apart. So it's really about teamwork.
Right, it is. And even when in the rare cases where one of these Frisch girls make a mistake, it's all love, and it's not breaking your team down. It's building it up, and I think that they're really showing us what it means to have a community of kindness tonight. They are.
Agreed.
Frisch's bench, and they brought a fan bus with them, actually. It's really impressive to see how much dedication that they have to this sport and their communities. You know, it's been underrated. SAR has been having a very, very hype bench tonight. Wouldn't you say so, Jay-Z?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that shouldn't be taken lightly. You know, not only are they, you know, really just, you know, repping the Sting Nation, but they're also conveying a deeper message while, you know, articulating just very focal points related to volleyball.
You know, just a little shout out to House and TV show for showing up tonight. They're not here, but still.
A game is on your roster. That's all I gotta say. Now, Akiva.
Yes.
How's your day going?
You know, getting ready for possibly the final set if Frisch can pull this off. On the floor tonight
upset
for SAR, we have number 22, Libby Pilevsky. The what? Can you explain that to us? Ooh. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
You know, those nuances to the game really show us why volleyball is such a special sport.
You know, also while conveying a deeper message. Wow. Yo. No serving them.
And that's out of bounds by SAR. Frisch is really showing it tonight. It's 1-1. She. Because you could have gotten it. But she was selfless, and she let it go out of bounds. Wow. Eliana Cohen, one of our captains for the night, in addition to Mayan Gallus, honestly, they've both been showing us what it means to be good at volleyball, and their talent and passion is something special. You don't see it every day. You don't see it every day, folks. Wow. Nice bump. Eliana Cohen. Sophia Paul, over the net. 28 on SAR. Ooh, can't connect. You know, Frisch's point, it's 2-1. Frisch is winning 3-1 right now. Ooh, number 4, Mia Burke, is really showing out tonight. She's diving on almost every play. It's impressive to see.
Wow, on the line.
Painting the line is what they call it.
Really painting the
4-1 Frisch. And if they can close this set, that's the game. It is. Sydney, how many people are there?
Unplug your camera. How do you know?
We have number 17 on SAR, Audrey Adler, stepping up to the plate to serve.
What a serve, but you know,
Mayan with the set.
appreciate it.
Ooh, a little out, but you know, watch the love of these Frisch girls going to the serve. Audrey, over the net.
Mayan set. Spike by Rashi. Turn by number 4. Ooh, just over.
Oh, what a save by Mayan Gallus.
And no, Hannah Rader, she's been showing a lot out tonight, and it's impressive to see from a junior. Huh? Yeah, shout out to
Gavri Raider.
No, she's not related.
But shout out to Gavri.
Yeah, shout out to Gavri Raider. She's at Binghamton, our Maha counselor. She was great, you know, and her dedication is to be modeled after by these teams. Elizabeth Horowitz is her name. Elizabeth Horowitz, 28. 22. Elizabeth over. Sophia rebounds. Leon Gallus saves it. Oh, Eliana Cohen over the net. Oh, 28 can't connect. And that's a Frisch point, 5-4. She is. And you know, fun fact about me, I actually went to SAR Academy. And Jenny was my gym teacher at a point in time.
I was sports staff in North Carolina summer.
Fascinating stuff.
Everything we need to know.
Beautiful. And you know, that's what the game's all about. Being able to dedicate your game, being able to dedicate yourself to the game at all times of the year, even in the summer, and go to a camp like Camp Oshawa and contribute to sports is really shows a love for the game. Ooh, Leela can't connect. That's a point. Nice stuff by Sophia Paul. It's 8-4 Frisch.
Yeah, Sophia Paul is just really helping Frisch thrive, and like, it's nice to see because like, you know, she's being a major contributor to this not just Frisch team, this Frisch Mishpacha, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Sophia Paul showing out.
Yeah.
Ooh. And you know, when they make mistakes like that, I want to just point it out over and over again. Like, it's not breaking each other down; it's building each other up. They show each other love when they make mistakes, and that's the beauty of this game. It's a community of kindness. Oh, that's what you said with the white shirt.
Just like Sam Terry said.
And we just got new information.
And she's back.
Yes, she comes right back in. You know what that is called? It's called a libero.
A libero.
What a libero by SAR.
Thank you, Sam Ter, for that volleyball knowledge. You know,
Frisch doesn't do it. They just implemented the rule this year.
did they? Did they now? You know, how does one decide who gets to be the libero? Fascinating. You know, I guess it goes to the most dynamic player. That's what I can imagine. Someone you want to be able to put in at all times. Yeah. Burke. Over by 16. 36. Sophia Paul over. Number 10. Heather Schlumberger. And
Oh,
that's a
what
beautiful
ball
flip
movement.
too.
But Sophia Paul, as usual, coming in clutch for Frisch.
Number 36 for SAR tonight. Orion Weinberger is showing a lot. Hannah Schlumberger to Weinberger. Oh, can't connect. It's currently 10-6 Frisch. You know, 11 more points, and that's the night, folks. And make sure you tune into the JV game after this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, send the highlight straight to Sports Center. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, what was that? What? Do you guys know what that pose was?
You know, liberos are something special, and I think they're underrated in this game.
Wait, yeah, what was that? What?
Our video is back on. Thank you so much.
That is a low-key
so
stat. I
much.
did not know that no one could see the game.
You didn't know that? That's why we were announcing.
Oh, I thought we were announcing because that's what people do.
You know, tell your friends. The video's back on.
And just one more thing. To Jordan Holland. So clutch. You gotta love Jordan Holland.
You know, he contributes so much to the game and the community that, you know, it's inspiring. It truly is. This is an inspiring night. I'm inspired, Jay-Z. Are you inspired?
I am so inspired.
Sophia Paul.
Oh, another one of those.
Bang, right over. Mia Burke. Set by 17. Over by Weinberger. Oh, what?
Oh, it was a sliding knife, but
can't
couldn't
connect.
quite keep it. Oh, you saw.
Guys, I just checked the rule book, and the libero, what they do is they are the defensive, the back row. They're able to substitute in and out for anyone in the back row at any time.
Wow. You know, what that means for the people of the game.
Yes.
What? I was just saying. It means a lot. You know, rules like that shows how great of a sport of
Oh my God! Was that a shoulder in by Eliana Cohen? I was all over her shoulder. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness. No way! Oh my goodness. This is actually the game of the year. Oh, one of those
Over by 32. Sophia
underhand
Paul.
serves.
Over by leader. 32. And that's yet another point for Frisch. They're up 12-9 right now. It's close, but if Frisch can pull this off, it's the night.
And you know, if you are like Rabbi Kirsch, what's going through your head right now?
I think you're really just hoping for a Frisch W, and I think that's what the whole Frisch community is thinking about right now, including Jacob Abrahams and Yisrael Cole and TK. TK, Yisrael Cole's sister, and Shir Cole's sister, who's playing in the JV game later. You know, she's something special, and I think she's coming to Frisch soon. So, buckle up. Part of it. I don't think we're announcing it, but we'll definitely be here. My sister's on the team, actually. Abby will.
I heard about that.
So I should be here.
Is she a junior or a sophomore?
Yeah. Just a message from our tech staff here. Just thank you so much for joining back on the stream if you were off during that technical disruption. You know, we really apologize for that. You know, but things happen like that, and it's how you bounce back from it, and how you recuperate. That shows like who you are as a character. Number 10 over with the spike. Oh, saved by Elkin. Wow.
Oh my goodness, my on
Tip by
Gallus.
Gallus. Sophia Paul.
Sophia-
Sets. Bumps.
Back to Gallus.
Gallus spikes. Later over. 22 saves. 17 with the bump. And it's over. But that's out of bounds. It is 13-11 Frisch. You know what that means, Sam? That means that in 8 more points, this game is over. That is what that means. And Frisch just needs 8. Let's see if they can pull it off.
Yes, we will be seeing that.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Wow,
Oh, save by
oh my goodness. Eliana Ko, him.
Sophia Paul.
Yes, sir.
That's a Frisch point. 14-11.
This is exactly what I was saying before. Frisch is making no mistakes and letting SAR make all their mistakes and just it's working out.
And that's what this game is about, not making mistakes, and that's a beautiful thing that we could think about in life. It's not about necessarily how many mistakes you make, but it's about how you build off of them and how you become better after them. As this game comes to a close, Frisch only needs 6 more points. It's looking good for them. For real.
Yes, sir. You know, trying to really give you guys the experience that you guys need to watch the game.
I don't see so much here. They don't touch the net so often. In the boys' games, like, I feel like they're more.
I think the
aggressive.
net is higher. Is that
The net
true?
is a little higher, but with the boys, I feel like they get more aggressive on the net and they touch the net more often, and that's an automatic point for the other team. I really don't see that here.
I mean,
You know,
yeah,
these
let's see
girls
how
are
coordinated with
professionals.
their IQ is through the roof. Another point by Frisch.
Frisch only needs 5 more points to win this game. And you know, right now they're 3-1, looking to make it 4-1. Iron Gauss with the serve. Leela Weisberger sets. 28 over. That's Horowitz. Gallus bumps. Rosh Cohen over. 17 with the set. Leela Weisberger over.
Jenny's daughter with the spike.
Oh! That was a good play.
A little too deep. A little too deep.
Frisch gets the point. They need 4 more points to seal the night. And Sam, what are some takeaways? What have you learned about volleyball as a game? You don't actually have to answer that.
Super fun.
It is. It is a fun sport. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Lilo Weisberger over. Oh, can't connect. 10 saves it. Eliana Cohen with the bump. Oh! Raider over.
Sends back a free ball. Set to Sophia Ball. Eliana Cohen.
Oh, saves
Eliana Cohen. Wow.
We have Burke.
He is too good.
Gotta watch out for this team.
Dang, Eliana Cohen.
Wait, so now that's a 3-point game. Does that mean if Frisch hits a 3, they will seal the deal for the
That
night?
is what that means. Unfortunately, there's only ones.
No, sorry.
So what does this mean now that it's a 3-point game?
They need 3 more points to win it. And
Fascinating.
You know, have they ever considered making a 3-point line in volleyball?
how would that work?
I don't know.
You hit it from 3-point line for 3 points.
Saying, but there's a little bit of a problem. There are no 3-point lines in volleyball.
Right, that would be an issue. That would be an issue, but you know that's about innovation. It's about working around those kind of issues and seeing how you can grow things. It's all about innovation.
Maybe one thing they can do is add style play. If you make a really cool play, it could maybe be 2 points. Maybe they can introduce that.
Ooh, maybe like a backflip mid-play.
Yeah.
If you can get it with your feet or something.
Yeah, like, honestly, I'll talk to the
Ooh,
Yeshiva
my
League
mouse with the
rule
bump.
makers about that.
Fun fact about
Eliana Cohen over.
there was a kid on Kushner, because there are a lot of soccer kids at Kushner, I believe, who served kicking it.
That is
Fascinating.
Bonger.
Is that allowed?
Yeah.
It's allowed.
the big leagues better sign that kid. That's all I'm saying. Oh, the libero comes in.
Frisch needs 2 more points to seal the night. Can they do it?
So really, all they need is a 2 to win it.
no.
It's getting loud in here.
Oh man, you love to see the fans really getting into it.
Josh Cohen. Right over. Ooh, saved. Ooh, saved.
Oh.
Wow, that was an impressive save.
Oh.
Second ball with the set. Sput. Oh, sends it over the net.
Oh my goodness!
Eliana Cohen's on fire.
Someone better sign her to the big leagues. She's too good.
And as we wrap up this game with 1 more point for Frisch to win.
All they need is a free throw. Draw the foul, get the free throw to win it.
That is how basketball works. Unfortunately, that's not what sport this is, even though we are.
There's a basketball game that's going to take place soon. I think you should.
I appreciate that. You know, maybe I
As this
should.
game comes to an end, I want to congratulate Mayan Gellis and Eliana Cohen for their amazing captainhood tonight. And Sophia Paul's been a real standout. That's a point for SAR. Frisch needs 1 more to seal the night. You know, shout out to our crowd one more time. Yona Amos, Avi Schneck, Jonah Herman, Noah Lowe, really bringing the punch. And my co-host, Jay-Z Mershon, and my guest co-host, Sam Terra, for you know, really inspiring us tonight and making this a better night for the whole Frisch community. Eliana Cohen over.
Sends it over. 22. Lilo with the set. Spike.
That's a point for SAR.
Oh.
On the line.
Man, this
SAR
is
is 16 right now. They need 5 to win this, but Frisch needs 1.
I'm
Can Frisch get
currently
1 before they
basically
go
on
five?
the edge of my seats because this is just like so intense.
SAR does not want to give up without a fight.
They're just trying not to foul. You know, last thing you want is, just free throws.
And, you know, realistically speaking, if SAR could just get 5 points right now before Frisch can get 1, like, they're tying up the match. But it looks like Frisch is going to be able to get 1 more before they can do that. But SAR's fighting, that's for sure.
And
that's a point for
wins it! Ba, ba, ba. Hey, 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 hey!
Frisch W.
Thank
Yes,
you, Jonah Herman, for your
sir.
wise words.
Oh
Thank
my
you
goodness.
all for tuning in to the game.
Am I smelling a post-game interview?
Jay-Z, I think you are. Can we get someone?
Oh my! Well, I think we should try getting someone.
I'll
you
get
know.
Sophia. Oh, yeah, I'll go get
Oh
her.
yeah, go get Eliana Cohen. You know, just like a major X factor here tonight. You know, electric.
Wow.
Oh man, you love to see that. Derek Hurts, line up for the dap ups. You love to see him.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Me and Jay-Z have had a great time. This is our first and probably last time announcing a game.
Yeah, you know.
But, it was really inspirational. We appreciate you guys joining us. Abby Wald will be joining us for the next.
And just
Jay-Z
one
game.
last shout out to Cindy Schwartz
Cindy
for making
Schwartz for manning that
everything
camera.
possible. You know,
Impressive.
like
Impressive.
it's just like
Thank you.
got it.
And that is us signing out.
Oh wait, we're on camera. we're
Would
on
you look at
camera.
that?
Oh wait,
Would
wait.
you look at that?
We got to pose. Obviously,
Yeah, let's hit
It's
him
like,
with the.
It's like
Oh, what's that over
like
there?
a
Like
a
a-
little some of
Whoa!
this. Ooh.
And maybe just like a tough like.
Like just like, Oh yeah, you know.
And that's what it means to be part of the Frisch community. Thank you all for tuning in. And that's Q Wald signing out. You did promise a rap. but I don't think you have to.
Oh yeah, I did promise her. What?
Just be like. That's one of the guys.
It's like,
Eliana Cohen, MVP of the league. MVP.
it's true. It's true. She really is. Preach,
really is.
Schneck, preach. Yeah, Akiva, am I signing out?
I think you are.
All
Thank you
right.
for joining us tonight. Really, it's been a pleasure.
Also, one more extremely warm, scorching thank you to Jordan Hollins. He really made all this possible. You know,
He is,
when we
thank
have
you.
technical difficulties, it's like, what are we gonna do? Oh wait, we have Jordan Hollins.
He is the
Oh my!
solution to
Can you
everyone's
get on camera
problems
for a
ever.
sec? I really think you deserve all this. This is Jordan Holland, everyone. You know, tech prodigy right here. You know, just wouldn't be the same without this.
I'd like to say thank you.
Of course, you know, happy to have you, man.
Thank you, sir.
And yeah, that's we're signing out.